It's 9:07, June 26. So let these terrorists know all their manufactured evidence and their data nightmare. One is interfering with investigations. Involving RICO, terrorism, economic espionage, slavery, sexual slavery, illegal weapons manufacturing, and distribution. It's an interference. It's a data nightmare. Two, it's also a form of using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government, which is terrorism. It's also a form of intimidating and coercing civilian populations, since they are using it to delay the apprehension of terrorists, criminals, rapists, and murderers. And their data nightmare is a form of intimidating and coercing civilian populations, because the bigger their data nightmare is, the more scared people get, because these threats to mankind aren't behind bars. So it's terrorism both ways, and it's interfering with an investigation. That's 20 to multiple life sentences. Well, actually, maybe just life sentences to multiple life sentences, because it is terrorism. A data nightmare being used to intimidate and coerce civilian populations, and a data nightmare being used for intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government, such as manufactured mind outputs, telepathy, neurophysiological cues, manufactured surveillance, manufactured screen recordings, manufactured videos of fraudulent surveillance. This is all part of a data nightmare, and it's a tactic to intimidate. It's a form of intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government by trying to threaten them with a data nightmare, and trying to threaten a government by threatening to consume their intelligence and law enforcement resources and political resources or government resources with having to waste time to sift through all this data. It's a form of using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government. That's terrorism. How are these guys not behind bars? Let's get it over with and get these terrorists in prison. All these kids peddling their manufactured bullshit, their manufactured stories, etc., etc. That's terrorism. Bet my life on it.